I might try to add more map reveal stuff to the screen. Issue is I just don't know what some of these cards do anymore. Fork in the Road, I believe, just randomly reveals a thing, which is better than some of the other stuff that can happen. Although, I don't want to lose my food stuff is the problem, so like I've got mixed feelings all around. Pickpocket is pretty minor compared to like being able to throw in like Fork in the Road. Or Exploring the Wilds. I don't know if that's a gambit where different things happen, or... Huh. Friendly Innkeeper is not the consistent map reveal I thought it was. Caravan Robbery can be really good for a chance to get some food, which is necessary for this run. Wetland Ambush also consistently gave me food. This one's just a crazy one where stuff happens. Let's swap Trading House for Lost Boy and give that a shot, perhaps? Or, I don't know what I don't know the conditions for the map reveals of these objectives. I don't know what makes them happen. Because just because it says it does a thing doesn't mean it absolutely does a thing. There might be like a dice roll involved, or a decision, or like one of the random things happens, or you take a specific branch of the story within that card, or there's so many reasons. There's a lot of things to remember in this game that now probably has hundreds of cards in it. Alright. Some minor changes to my deck. But largely, I'm just gonna do the same scenario and try not to step on all of the glowy red cards immediately. Because some of that was kind of out of my control. Just stepping directly on the instant death cards, more or less.
Once ran the game of life and death. This is but a pale simulation. There is much I can teach you, but you must prepare for the day when you play the game itself. Filled with the lifeblood of the usurper, it will be a different challenge entirely.
Good success, please. How did I do that? Wow. Right, I probably shouldn't be throwing her away on that because it's just some health damage, which is not so bad in the grand scheme of things. I need to get a card that can give me food. You're normally a good source of food, but I don't know how many dice gambits there are. This is this has the card gambits and it has the pendulum gambits. After losing 2 precision gambits with a failure or huge failure, draw 4 equipment cards, then discard this card. Son of a bitch. I should just lose on purpose, and then get 4 equipment cards. That's the 20 gold that always pops up. Yeah. Let's go for gambler's insurance. Get those failures in, and get the yeah, if I do one of those opportunities to listen in or whatever, this could pay off really well. And then I get what? 4 equipment cards for 6 gold, basically? Plus the consequences of the loss, of course, but that's a risk reward that could pay off really well. I also heard a tip that the wizard passages tend to be in the corners of the map. Oh shit, it moves when you... Oh, I forgot it moves when you go on the blank ones you've already done. I let you lose days anyway. Shit. Ah, shit. That was a mistake anyway. Wow. But supposedly they tend to be on the corners of the map, and that can be helpful for figuring out where to go quickly. Let's bring the villager's axe in and just start hammering away. At least the blacksmith is back. Otherwise, I'd be in trouble. As if I'm not going to do terribly anyway. Just tends to be a very large number of enemies to hack through. And she's less impactful than I thought she would be. Because I realized that she specializes at fighting against people with armor, but shields are not the same thing. So like people having shields is like, who gives a shit by comparison. There we go. Like I don't think these people having shields has any bonus for her. I think she specifically has to fight people that have armor on them, which is actually exceptionally rare. This is not happening. No, dodge. Oh. No. I hate Empire. I really hate Empire so much. They're an absolute slog to fight. Like, it's not... It's astonishingly less fun than literally every other enemy in the game. Because the goddamn blocking, it just makes it so much longer. Yep, I tried. What's rough is fighting Empire seems to encourage you to play defensively and carefully because they increase the number of button inputs compared to most scenarios. You very rarely press the B button during combat in most, with most of the enemy variants. You just hit X and Y and A a lot. So you do attacks, then you do the counter when they do their green attack, or you press A when they do their red attack. But Empire adds hitting the B button to disarm their blocky things so that you can even continue fighting them. But then while you're in the middle of doing that, they can initiate various attacks in the middle of you already being in that animation, and you're just like, you just get trapped, and it doesn't, they never feel good to fight. And I feel like, at first I was like, I must not get this or something, but now I've played this for long enough that it just feels like maybe it's the game or something. I'm starting to become less and less convinced that it's actually me that's screwing up. Especially when they want you to, like, rush and get... Really? Especially when they want you to, like, rush and kill them in only a minute. It's like, they have to be aggressive as possible, and yet they expect you to somehow play it carefully at the same time to not take all those hits? I don't know.
Your supplies are running low.
My supplies are running low. Thankfully, I found my way out of the first floor already, which I've gotten basically no positive things on this floor so far, but ending this floor quickly with them 30 days behind is good. Now, just die already. Oh my goodness, there's so many of them. Oh, you're not enemies, crap. I'm so used to them being enemies. No, shit. Shit. I rolled the wrong direction. What the? God damn it. I should just stay back. I'm about to die. I misplayed that so heavily. Holy crap. Did that guy just fly into space? Oh no, that might have been a... Maybe I saw a caster. I thought I saw a corpse go flying into space like a... Like when someone gets hit by a Skyrim troll. Wow, you guys are really effective in combat. Can I just point that out? Jesus Christ. It's really hard to process how just unhelpful the AI are on your team. It was like a 4-on-1 fight where they have fire spells, and I'm like, how are you... Why can't you just kill it? I need to get the food gain card, I think. Please, no. I was really hoping for anything better than that. Alright. I'm at an actual risk here. I played so poorly, I think I need another food gain card. I need the food to heal myself. Yes! That's what I needed. Wow. I got hit a lot.
Good luck taking this token from me.
Let's ask for this. Just add to the supply count. It's necessary for the scenario, so I can keep running around. Here we are. It's my chance at an equipment thing, but I don't know what the failure conditions are necessarily. Let's see. That's not. That's the wrong failure.
Changing, and the challenges it presents change too.
Wait, is that the right failure? 1 out of 2. That counts, right. I think the red thing is a huge failure, but the background's just a regular failure. So I should just get a regular failure then, we're good. Continue to stay hidden. Shit. I had one job, which was not to do that, basically.
What an unfortunate time for your skills to leave you.
Alright, Empire's Burden. We got an anti-Empire bomb. Odysseus Charm. A food aura. Yes. Although he's giving.
You lack prominence to use this weapon.
I can't use this yet.
More fame.
Light of Truth. Finishers against thieves drop gold. Oh, I should have swapped that out of the deck after I realized what it was. Because now it's useless. Oh well, I can sell it, I guess. That was uneventful then, huh? Shit. Right, so you get a huge failure and that causes an actual fight to happen, doesn't it? And I got two... So I got two charms, which means I can't, equip them at the same time. I got a ring that does nothing and a robe I can't use. That... Whew, that went way less well than I would have expected. But I should have removed that ring from the deck once after last time when I realized what it did. Because I was discovering its purpose. And it's useful only against an enemy type that's not even in this scenario. Shit. Shit. Well, Odysseus Charm's not a good priority. I'm gonna need Empire's Burn to not die in this scenario, probably. Who the blazes are you? You look up and lock eyes with the soldier pointing a sword at you through the brambles. The other soldiers scramble to their feet and draw their weapons. You'll think of a clever retort later. Yep. It's only a matter of time before the sounds of combat attract another patrol. Oh, shit. You can lose time by doing this. So on top of the, on top of the loot not actually being great, aside from Odysseus Charm being drawn, it's also... Alright, well I have this at least. Y'all need to die. Desperately. Come on. Just let me not attract another patrol. Nope. Screw you guys. God damn it. Give me a win. Just once.
You should focus more on defense than offense, I think. The opportunity to strike back will always present itself.
Dickhead game. The narrator, just the dealer taunting you in stupid ways that contradict what's actually happening in the game are just like infuriating. Oh, you should fight defensively, says guy who gives me time limit for failure. Dick. You know what you're doing. He doesn't know what he's doing because he's not a real person. It's just that the advice the game gives you contradicts the scenarios that you're actually in. which is frustrating. I can only do 1 platinum here. Mask of Holy Fortunes wouldn't hurt. Slow string. This is the one that comes up constantly. Let's start over again.
Here things turn. You find the Empire an opponent rather than an ally. Here you will learn the beginnings of truth.
Stop talking, I'm quitting. I realize I need to change my starting item. It's the only way I'm gonna have a chance against these guys is to focus on 2 ending weapons, despite the fact that defensive options are more effective at being able to survive the scenario and win it and everything. But I need to pick the starting 2-handed weapon and not the blade. There's no way to skip these long ass animations. Let's see. I get rid of Fine Sword and bring in the Chieftain's Axe. And instead of Battered Helm, let's bring in Healing Spirits. Hey, that's not a bad start. The caravan robbery. A thing where I can get stuff that helps.
Each different, yet each bearing their own
similarities. Got what I wanted. More food. I've had an unusual amount of luck lately at getting the prayers one over and over again. I keep getting... Oh, that was a little skip. Is there less good stuff than normal? Am I crazy? What does the food say? How much food is that? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, failure just means nothing's there, right? Carriage is empty.
You might want to work on this. Clearly you lack what it takes.
Oh my god, it's going fast. Oh fuck, it went way faster than I thought. Oh no. Does that mean I lose the supplies? You dropping your spoils in the... God damn it. Oh, goody. Oh, goody. It's... I failed the one thing that I normally don't... It's... I fucked up like one of the ones that's normally like an unequivocally good card. That's so many enemies! What?
Would it have hurt to
Yeah.
let them be?
It's fine. It's literally faster to restart than even do that fight. Let's just be honest. That's the first step I took. Why bother? Just why bother? I'll be fighting them for like 3 minutes straight. That's like 12 enemies. And it's just gonna mean that I start the fight with less health and no goods, probably. So let's just start again. And again. And again. I should really remove Ariadne and her story card, but just part of me just wants to make progress on these companion stories, but I probably shouldn't be bothering right now. See me button mash through the intro. Alright, so the Empire falls behind, but do I take health damage? Chances are, yes. Yeah! We did a luck. An actual luck happened. And here's a chance to do this, but I don't have the actual risk thing from before that helped me with this. Now it's just a matter of can I click on it.
Breathe, you have done well.
Yes. Oh yes, man of the world. Fantastic. Here dismay, the soldiers bouncing and overflow. Yeah. Stay hidden. Oh boy. Alright. No progress is made. As long as I don't hit the red, we're good. Just whatever I do, don't risk the red. Because otherwise the failure is just a lack of good thing happening, which is fine. But I need to avoid that huge failure. Yes! You're the general store. That's not really worth going. I don't have money or things to sell, really. So let's just go over here to Man of the World, who usually reveals map, I believe. Like, he's really psyched about the artifact on my hip, and he's like, he's been documenting stuff and would like to show me stuff. The whole floor. Look how wow. 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 Sure is a good thing that I was able to unveil the entire floor so that I could then gain access to the knowledge about how to avoid letting the Empire catch up with me, you know? Like, now I can avoid stepping on further in on my way to hidden mages. Oh, wait. There's a solid wall of further ins blocking the way to the hidden mages. Are you fucking with me? How does that happen? The smart thing to do is to step on every blizzard on purpose, right? I'll take some damage probably, but they'll get set back more and more each time, and I just carefully avoid mage hunting and all of the bad things.
Was I too bold? Too egotistic? Certainly. Yet I would never have wrestled the secrets of the elements from the Lords of Beyond were I not.
This makes them fall behind 4 days every single time, whereas all that can happen to me is I lose some health, which if I avoid combat scenarios, then we're fine. Shit. There's some of that health loss. 4 more days. I have to make up for the further in I'm going to be stepping on. That's less bad. Ouchie. So avoid mage hunting. There's a blizzard up there if I want to go all the way up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 steps. Is this all a losing game anyway? Starting at Man of the World, if I snake around the board to hit all 3 blizzards, then go down to hidden mages, I will take 10 steps, while setting them back 12 days, well then the further in makes them gain 4 days, which means that they still make a net gain of 2 days, despite all of my efforts on the blizzards. I guess at this point the question is whether it's a net gain to go to Blizzard or not, which is I can get there in six steps to hidden mages right now, or I could go up 1 then back down 1 to step into the top row for long enough to get to Blizzard. That's me losing 2 days, but then gaining 4 days for a net gain of 2. So I guess it's worth it to run it to Blizzard. I can just say no to Sharptooth and then nothing happens, right? I don't remember what Sharptooth does when you say no to him. I'd have to go to Sharptooth because I can't go into... I don't want to go to mage hunting or further in. So I'd have to go straight through the further in next to Blizzard. But I'd have to step on Sharptooth. I could ignore the Watchtower, I think. I might even be able to afford tarts, pies, and exotic lies. If I get lucky and get the good one. And I can use Ariadne's power on this one, because I should be avoiding all combat from here on out for this floor. That's a lot of food you got there. And if I get all that food, I can not click on the hidden mages lose days thing. Hopefully. I hope. What's the price gonna be? 10, 10, 10, 30. Say yes. Add another 10. Now there's only a 1 in 5 chance of screwing this up. Oh. Hey. For 10 food. 10 gold for 10 food, that's like an impossibly good price, right? So above me is a winter trail, which is nothing. So we'll avoid mage hunting. They fall 4 more days behind. And then I take damage, maybe. Ooh, nice. They gain 4 days. Really not psyched about that being there. Then here's the weird imp that wants to reshuffle the entire map, but I can just say I gotta say no, right? It makes the Empire fall 10 days behind, but there's a decent chance that I won't find the hidden mages in time before those 10 days are up, making it a net loss. And I also might step on further ins and stuff like that, and I have control for once, and I should take advantage of that. Fuck, there's a dice roll.
Back to the
I don't remember. Okay, good.
To be their master.
I don't remember the dice roll. What does doomed one need? Food? Sharp Tooth pulls a bright blue turnip from the ground. Do you presume it's edible? Oh my god. Seemingly content, Sharp Tooth simply fades from view, waving cheerfully all the while. Oh, you're such a nice guy, as long as I don't fail that objective. Because something bad has to happen if you fail that dice roll, right? Offer them gold, try sneak past, go the long way around. Shit. Does go the long way around set me back on the map, or does it just cost me like a food? Do I have to do the sneak? I might have to do the sneak. I don't remember all the branches. I don't know how anyone can keep with these all in their head, by the way. There are so many cards, and each card can have like 5 different branching choices in it. Yeah.
Victory. You are learning.
Yeah, I got free progress, and I would have revealed the map just now, but I already did that with the other one, so basically that card has been wasted, which is unfortunate, because it's from a very limited pool of cards in my inventory that reveal the map. Alright, here comes the fight again. I've got a big axe. And 3 friends. Maybe I'll just stand back here and let them start the fight. Wow, that guy really that guy goes straight for you. There we go. Hey you, stop that. The part where you're alive. I don't like it. Nah, damn it. No! God damn it! See, that's what I'm talking about. You get the feedback of, oh, they're blocking, so now you gotta break their guard. But that's the thing that follows up with that is often an attack that you have to have already be ready to counter by dodging, but you've already pressed B, so you can't freaking animation break that. You're stuck in it. You can feel so trapped fighting these guys sometimes. It just doesn't match the way that all the other enemies work in the game, really. Die. Oh, look. Oh. He thinks he's sexy. He's auditioning for Destiny's Child. Do I trust my 10 food? It just occurs to me, is this... Shit, I don't remember. Is this the first... Is this the first floor or the second floor I'm on? Damn it. The looping of the scenario has lost my... I've lost my ability to tell where I am. I could go for food gain. It's a bummer that I could be a 3 or like a 10. I'm gonna continue. I think this is still the first floor. I'm just getting disoriented by the fact that I've looped this scenario a few times now. Ha. Thank you. Fork in the road reveals this chunk of the map. Let's put them more days behind and hope that I don't walk directly into a further in on my next step. Yay! How does that keep happening? How often is huge success the second card? Because I so often go to the second card and then it's a huge success and I'm like, I didn't actually follow it. It just happened that way. So 2 of the further in are there. There's like 5 or 6 on this floor. So that's 2 of them already found. That's good. Let's just make my way down. Hey, Sharptooth, how you doing? It's tempting. If I shuffle the map, they'll fall 10 days behind. I've only moved 4 days, so it'd be a big net gain. And I just started this floor over, but I'll have no idea where the mages might be, which tend to be in the corners. So I'll lose my way of tracking them down, especially since I might only be 3 steps away from them if they're the one in this corner. So I should totally ask for food again. But they might screw me. Why, Sharptooth? Why must you screw me? Why can't we be friends? No. No, what happens? Does he just do it anyway? Oh, he just does it anyway. Thanks. Thanks. Well, maybe my next step I take will be the crossroads again. It was not. It was the worst thing. Literally no. Yeah, it's basically the worst thing. Because I keep failing the scenario, it's worse than the one that gives me, that just takes 4 days away, because this one also hurts me while taking 4 days away anyway. I need Retha's ire. Like, it would be really good for this, just for dealing with these enemies. But not good for the scenario itself, just for this fight. Ow. You son of a bitch. I rolled! God damn it. You could see me rolling. I fucking hate the phalanx so much. I really do. I don't want to ever fight a phalanx ever again. God damn it, I just tried to counter the other attack, and then more happened. I meant to hit the other guy, but okay. God damn it, I hit the guy who's hitting my finisher. No. Oh, get back in there. Hit him, hit him, hit him, hit him, hit him. Oh my god, I won. In the red zone, too. An actual success. You gain 4 fame for that thing that nobody witnessed. Ah, right, when you win you get to actually get stuff. This is the anti-empire bomb, and then the dice gambit one. The only dice gambit I think is the critter guy, but they're both good. The bomb can help me with that exact scenario is the thing. Yes. Let us wander, I guess. The old maiden, hooray! Supplies, definitely supplies. Please help me not die. Thank you. Caravan robbery. Sure, let's see if I can do a nice good victory, even though I screwed this up so bad before. Real. I might stop after this one just to be very careful about this getting worse. Stop. Yes. Wow, I actually got both foods. Yes. Awesome. Peace out. 8 food and 2 fame. And no consequences but the loss of another day on the map. No way. I found the mages? Awesome. I have food already. I'm not spending 5 days on an equipment card. I'm gonna just go to the next floor, which I think might be the last one. Stay fast to the path of bluebells. If you're at the Great Lake, you've gone too far. Is it a 3-floor dungeon or a 4-floor dungeon? Concern. Oh, this is probably it. This is a giant floor. Ah, a nice uneventful empty tile where anything could happen. I mean, nothing happens. Alright, please. Please reveal map for me. Just carefully avoid. No.
Poorly done. You must harness your will and
You're gonna
find a
shut your
quiet
goddamn mouth
stillness
right now,
inside
hooded
you.
man. I am not in the mood for your shit. Oh! Alright.
Even when things appear
All right,
impossible,
it's
they can be
fine.
mastered.
It's fine.
Practicing.
It's fine. Nothing happened, at least. I didn't do a bad. Oh, look, a bad. Thanks for the bad. Empire's Burden's equipped, so I'm ready to bomb them. I'm gonna bomb them straight to oblivion. The important thing is I don't click on the red. Other than that, it's only I get a good thing or nothing happens, which is fine. The worst case scenario, if I don't hit a red, is that it's just another. It's basically the same thing as those trails where nothing happens. Fuck you. Oh, musket guy. That's actually kind of good news. The musket guys are easier to kill because they don't have a shield at all. You don't have a shield. That means I can beat the shit out of you. You're gonna give me a time limit. It's so much easier to kill these guys if they have these guys in the group. Because they can't block. It's such a huge difference. Wow. I'm not even using any more bombs. Once I realized that the muskets were here, I'm like, oh yeah, that's not worth it. Which means that there's an RNG element to how hard these levels are going to be on top of everything else. Because the enemy composition is the one of the biggest deciders of the challenge of the scenario. Frontier Barbet, map reveal when. Ooh, every gambit. Yes, probably. Yeah, we're doing the gambit one. Yeah, every single gambit reveals an encounter card. Gambits are super common. Wish I had that at the beginning of the run. That's why I put it in the deck, but I've never found it. Alright, gonna go fight some really easy berserker enemies in order to get some nice food. It'll be refreshing. The berserkers are so mindlessly easy, except for you just have to remember to do the 3 counters in a row when the berserkers attack you. The big guys. Yep, that's the one. Oh, 2 that time. Big hit. You guys like that multi-hit combo? That's why they encourage you to use the medium... Ow. The medium weapon. It's because they're so repostable. I should have switched. Although it might be worth it to stick with this weapon just because it's better than the starting weapon. Because the starting weapons are so bad. Nope, that was close. Ah. Finisher. How can you look at these and compare them to the Empire and think that's a comparable difficulty? Because there are scenarios like Strength that have you ask you like, which one do you want to fight out of these two, as if they're comparable, like they're even footing, but they're not. They're super not. The Musketeers are easy, but everyone else in the Empire has a shield that fucks up your combos and adds an entire extra button to the game. And then their elite enemy is this guy that can do multi-hit combos and pulls out guns and like is super lethal and is just generally a problem. Food. Yes. Yes. Drown the Empire. Oh, the Empire is so far behind that it'd be hard to even make me fall behind via the further in card. Let's assume there's 5 of them on this. Oh, look. Found a Blizzard card. If I assume that there's 5 further in cards total, that would only be 20 days away. Of getting closer.
Even the greatest of all of us are our father's children, for better or worse.
Anders the Drunkard. If I can remember correctly, I think Anders is supposed to be her. It's the guy that runs the actual forge, right? While taking refuge in the Nag's Head Tavern, a popular drinking establishment and impromptu fistfight arena, you find a man resting his head in a pool of ale, a look of utter gloom fixed on his face. Anders! Ariadne rushes forward and pulls him into a proper sitting position. He blinks twice, then slumps back into his ale. Though much more disheveled since you last saw him, this is indeed Anders, apprentice blacksmith and friend of Ariadne. Ariadne looks concerned as Anders lies in his sad ale puddle. We've got to cheer him up. Lose 5 gold or 5 food. Oh, I wish I had food because gold is such a lower price than food. Tickle him. This is potentially risking this entire scenario for just to try to make token progress, which admittedly might be more progress than I make in the scenario itself if I fail it. Cake? Oh, okay. Let's have you help me. But shit, that's a bad success chance. Okay. Without lifting his head from the puddle, Anders takes the cake and places it in his pocket with a quiet thank you and a crestfallen sigh. You lose 5 food. Yeah, fuck off. The grizzled tavern patrons watch with morbid curiosity as the two of you begin to tickle Anders. That's a lot of failures. Anders remains blank-faced. Wait, how many times do I get to try to cheer him up? I would have never used food if I had this many chances.
Patience.
Shit.
Do not move too quickly, for haste breeds only
The speed of it bouncing off the wall is something I'm failing to read. How many times do I get to try this? What? I would have never used food on this if I knew that it was a multi-try thing.
What an unfortunate time for your skills to leave you.
Ariadne throws a tankard of water over him, but the apprentice blacksmith merely gives a world-weary sigh. Anders! Ariadne shouts, what's the matter? Several sighs later, she decides to abandon the cheering up efforts. Come on. After that, I need a few ales myself. Sweet. Complete failure. Oh, hey! Oh, So exploring the wilds is one of the map revealing cards, so there's an irony to having the map reveal card reveal another map reveal card. But I'd have to go so far to get there that's not really going to save me much time. I'm alarmed because I think further in is on this floor, but I haven't seen a single one yet, so that means that of the ones remaining on the map, a significant number of them are that.
You have found
Oh,
the
shit.
Hermit, although this entire meeting was ordained. You would not be here if you had not once been there.
Here, where the fog hangs heaviest, you spy a lone tent surrounded by a thick blanket of snow. Approach the tent. You enter the tent. On the floor, a small copper bowl burns with a warming blue flame. The tent is otherwise unadorned and unfurnished. An old man sits cross-legged in the middle of the space, the Hermit. He is small, very small. Colorful cloth and thick swathes of moss have been draped over his shoulders, swamping the Hermit's delicate frame. He is pale and sickly, his skin stretched tight over his gaunt face. His eyes are closed, and he doesn't appear to be breathing. Ariadne elbows you and whispers loudly, "Should we shake him?" He's not dead. You turn to see a young woman dressed in scholar's robes, standing at the entrance to the tent. Not yet, anyway. He uses all his energy to preserve the forest. It's killing him. The Hermit does not move, yet his voice rings out around you. All of these cards have already been played. I have a role yet to fulfill. I do not die today. The woman looks sadly at the Hermit. Ask her what protects the Hermit. I keep out the bears and wolves well enough. How does he eat? He draws his power from the earth, but even that cannot sustain him enough for this. Say that the Empire are coming. The woman nods. It was only a matter of time before they found us. What is going to happen here? The Empire sits deathly still, surrounded by his winter forest. What does this mean? You can spend days? Is this gonna be like a siege where like there's days and days of me like I want to think that I can just casually spend all of my days and then just cash in for how much days I had left and just accept and just like revel in my success. But I'm worried that there might be a punishment for being out of days, like as if somehow there's another thing. I don't have information, so I should just assume that I'm allowed to spend the days, probably. Having a bunch of arcane allies in the mix would just give me a bunch of people that fill up the screen so that I don't have to fight everything one by one. Especially if I can draw 4 more, then I'd have 5. Spend days. You spend days helping the woman fold paper beacons and seal them with blood to call forth the forest mages. 10 days closer. The mages exchange looks. There's nobody else, adventure. That's all of us. Oh. Cap's out there. Alright, equipment cards. The woman points in the direction of a long-forgotten battleground. You spend days digging in the snow for something of worth. Yay, that won't help. Thanks, game. I'm not equipped right now. I don't have stuff on me, so it'd be good to have. I don't know how big the Empire fight's gonna be. I mean, the top option is literally wait till they arrive, so I assume I'm free to just spend all these days, right? Oh, cool, a weapon that is only useful for being sold. Thanks. Why do you do this to me? There's no story here, I can't sell it. Why now? Why couldn't that show up any other time? Give me one good thing. Oh, cool, the thing that lets me not starve. It gives me 5 defense, I guess. God damn it. Let's do it. Oh, cool, another way to get more food in the scenario that's over. There were some other equipment cards in that deck, if I remember correctly. It wasn't just those things. Oh well. Wait till the Empire arrive. At least I have my bombs. Those are equipped right now, right? Yeah. Those and the healing spirits. They'd heal me they'd heal me 3 times for 30 health overall. The bombs are probably more helpful at this point. You set up in front of the Hermit's tent and wait. That's it? The final confrontation is just muskets and generics, no phalanx. Muskets are easy to fight already, and then one general, which is like, yeah, sure, but it's not that big of a deal. General Willem arrives with his mage hunters in the morning of the 4th of third summer. He sees you and smiles without a hint of surprise. Ah, it's the meddling civilian. You steel your nerves and draw your weapon. I'm gonna throw my bomb a lot. Let's see. You never close your mouth, do you? I don't think he ever closes his mouth. General Willem. The general has seen black and forbidden things. The mage hunters who accompany him have even now begun to suspect him of heresy. General calls forth a hail of arrows when they sound their horns. Use evade to make yourself scarce. Ow. Yeah, they're not gonna last. Get out of that damage zone. Oh. Nope. It's not very effective, is it? How you doing there, buddy? Ah! You remembered to exist. Get out. Yeah, I don't know about friendly fire. There we go. His platoon dead at his feet, and his platoon is I completely just misread where that sentence was going, the entire flow of it. His platoon dead at his feet and his plumed helmet splattered with blood, the wounded general grips his sword in defiance. Let the mage woman decide. As you lower your weapon, General Willem shuts his eyes with relief. The woman's face twists with rage and her hands to glow with dark energy. If you will not finish him, I will. Hold Villet. You turn to see the hermit standing in the door of his tent. We can afford to be merciful. Our roles here are determined, and he must act upon them. He stares deep into your eyes. We have more business, you and I, but that comes later. Go forth and meet the fates. The woman lowers her hands and stares at you defiantly. Now we can be safe, even if just for a moment. Oh my god, it happened, you guys.
Success and the secrets of the Hermit are unfolded to you.
For protecting the Hermit from the Empire's purge. Mage's Workshop. Helpful Priest. Holy Relic. Healer. Imperial Armor. Will of the Emperor. Scorched Blade. Golden Shield. For braving the winter forest, your supplies have been added to. Fate's Path. Some kind of other blessing. Progress. We did it. Actual progress.